Hi, Mr. Tawahda. This side Pratik Patel, and I'm from ETG Harare. We are conducting quantitative discussion for understanding the issues and problems that you face in your agriculture journey. This meeting is audio recorded post your concern and will be used for internal purpose only.
Okay.
So, can you please give me your brief introduction, your name, age, and what is your farm size, what crop you are doing currently?
Okay. My name is Tawahda Stumburudzi, and I'm 34 years old. Yeah, and I'm the farm manager here. Our farm is called Chikanga South Farm, and it's got a total hectarage of 250 hectares.
Okay.
But where we are doing our farming activities, where it's arable right now, it's around 15 hectares.
Okay.
And we are doing horticulture, mainly horticulture. We do tomatoes, cucurbits, butternuts, cucumbers, watermelons, also do cabbages, onions. We only change prior to the seasons. Then also do grains for our livestock and personal use, which are maize. We also do sunflower. Yeah, but those are our main crops. Then the others we just do for small scale. Then we are also doing cattle. You've seen we have cattle, we have small livestock, goats and sheep, and we've got chickens as well.
Okay. Can you just brief me a little bit on your recent purchase of agriculture inputs from anywhere, not it's only from ETG. Maybe if you have purchased from some another distributor also, still you can.
Okay. These days, since you opened a branch here, we normally use I would say about 80% of our fertilizers we are getting from ETG. This is because one of the prices and of the quality of the fertilizers. Yeah. So yeah, for our planting we use our basal. If there are grains like the maize, we got our compound D.
Okay.
Yeah. Then for our horticulture products, usually we use tobacco blend.
Tobacco blend.
Yeah, we use.
Why tobacco blend for horticulture?
As for the NPK ratio,
Is better.
yeah, it's better. 620 23. Yeah.
In the kind of study.
In the kind of stats, yeah.
Okay.
So those are the ones which we use. Then we also get our urea. From there we get our SOP. From there we get our gypsum, which we use also. From there yeah, basically our calcium ammonium nitrate. Yeah, so basically all the fertilizers. Then our supplementary fertilizers, we get the Kinoso P Max, Kinoso A Max, and those ones we get also from ETG.
Okay.
Yeah, then also some chemicals we also get, but basically these are the fertilizers that we use from time to time.
Okay. Since you have told that majority of your fertilizer buying is from ETG, and but still you are buying some portion of your purchase from other distributors, so if you can just give me a little bit idea that who are those distributors and what products you are buying here and there from them.
Okay, we have Farm and City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so usually they also sell products from other companies like Omnia and Supertop. Yeah, so mainly Farm and Seed Farm Shop. Yeah, so like now we'll be looking for urea. We want to top dress our maize, and we come to ETG. You don't have the stocks right now, so you have to run around. We can get another alternative. Then we purchase those fertilizers here.
Okay. Is there anyone who can recommend you or advise you on your fertilizer buying or chemical buying side?
Who recommends
Yeah.
me? Not exactly, because this is my profession. Yeah, so naturally what we do, we also engage like Mgoe. Then they can also tell me, no, we've got this new product. Yeah, so that's when they explain, I've got this new product, you can use it on so and so, and it works like this. Would really like to try, then we try it and see the results. Then from there we know we incorporate in our activities.
Okay.
If it's fertilizer, if it's chemicals. But usually that's actually my job to get, to know where I can get the supplies, and I'm the one who actually recommends the farm, the owners, to say let's buy, and also other farmers and colleagues will be asking, where are you getting your inputs? If they come, they see how productive we are and the results we are getting, so they intend to ask, what are you using, and we recommend them also.
Okay, great. So, since you are buying your fertilizer and you have a good experience in farming side, so are you also in touch with any of the agronomists or a salesperson in the town?
Yeah, we are in contact.
Okay, who are those? Is it ETG sales team or agronomist team or any other?
Yeah.
Or any extension officer, maybe you are in
Okay.
touch with them.
Okay, we are in touch with the ETG sales team. Then also we have the sales agronomists for the various companies that we work with that provide us. Like for seeds, we work also with Seedco. We have Syngenta, and yeah, all those big suppliers that we know we can get other inputs from. So usually I've got all the database of all the players that we engage in our daily to day-to basis business.
Okay, day-to-day activity. And also you are in touch with any extension officer of your location?
Yeah, here we've got they are stationed just about a kilometer there. That's where they have their base, and we conduct them. They come, they do visits. Sometimes they request, they also want to come and do interviews, and they want to do field tours and field days teaching other farmers. So we are constantly in contact.
Okay, great. So when you buy a new product, how confident are you that you know the product and how to use? Who do you ask if you are not sure?
Yeah, it's now comes with the trust that we do have in a brand. Yeah, if it's a brand, we've been getting other inputs, not only fertilizer, maybe their seeds, and they say we've got this new product. Because of our past experience, we try that with more confidence. We approach that with more confidence. But if it's just a new player, we don't have any history of working with any of their products, then we are hesitant even to take any offers. And even when you're trying, you don't do full scale, we just try for a certain portion.
You mean if any products from a reputed brand or you're a regular supplier, you are happy to try that product after the having discussion with the salesperson and the agronomist of that brand?
Yes, we do. Yep. Sometimes they even request us, we want to do a research, can you do these trials for us? We want you to try this new variety for us. And we can happily do that, because we know there are other products, they perform well. So this is how we approach.
Okay, that's great. How often do you purchase your agriculture inputs?
I would say almost on weekly or bi-weekly, because what we do is we stagger our plantings for almost every crop that we do, so that we don't we try to maintain a presence in the market almost every time. So we stagger our planting. So this week we will be having a schedule for planting a certain plant. Then we are having something which is due for top dressing. We are having some that are up for harvest. So we are almost constantly buying inputs.
Okay. How do you currently decide what or which inputs to use and where to buy from?
Okay, so with this criteria where we say what do you want to achieve, what is the stage that we are. For example, we are now approaching the flowering stage for our cucurbits, the butternuts and stuff. So we try to see which is the fertilizer with a better or more potassium at our disposal. Then we try to see if it has the price. So that's how we then come to say, okay, let's use SOP granular because of its percentage of potassium. So we use that. We don't want to use fertilizers, and also because we want to manage our labor. We don't want to say this week we are applying this fertilizer and we come again applying the same next week. So we try to combine all those factors so that we make use of our labor, we make use of the price, and we make sure that we are buying a product that we are maximizing on what's at our disposal in terms of benefiting the plant itself, benefiting from the nutrients we intend to get.
So, is your buying segregated based on your need, or do you usually bundle your inputs during?
Okay. It's based on what we need.
So it's basically it's segregated as per the requirement.
Yeah, right. We are not yet, that we do not have that luxury where we can just buy inputs in bulk and we stock a certain products for 3 months without using it. So we actually buy what we need short term. The ones which we can store are the leftovers, where we say we've applied this, so it's now left over. Those are the ones which we keep in stock for a long time. But usually
Okay.
it's just what we need.
So tell me about the last time you had a bad experience buying seed, fertilizer, or chemicals, or any other product. What happened that time?
All right. We've got, I think there might be 2 or 3 incidents. The other time we bought our gypsum. Yeah, so we wanted to apply it on planting. Then when it came, we found out that it was just compact, and we tried to squash it to make it loose. But I would say almost 50% of the bag we just lost it because, and it was frustrating considering that you'll be trusting the supplier and they give you this product which is not, you cannot use it on your field. Then also had an experience where we buy our hybrids, the F1s, which we do get for watermelons, and we plant them, and the germination is totally poor. Another variety is performing well under the same conditions, but this one is not really showing up. There's just poor germination. We also do we have also those experiences. Or when we are buying a chemical, then after you get the chemical here and you see that it's already past its expiry date, and already applied it. And sometimes these things, when you are buying from our suppliers, we don't really check. We'll be thinking that, assuming that they are professionals, they know what they are giving us is that we need, then they just tend to miss on such things which are very also costly on our side. They can be very costly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the mainly 3 experience you had. One is on gypsum side, second one is on seed, and third one is on chemical expiry side.
Yeah.
What are the top 3 factors that influence your decision in buying inputs? Is it price or brand of the product or reputation of the company which they are selling these products, product availability, or credit terms?
Usually we will be going for quality.
Quality of the product.
It's for the quality which now is quality is more associated with the brand. Yeah, so whenever the brand is telling us the price part, yeah, it depends where we are as a company. Sometimes we won't be having enough capital or cash in hand to actually meet the requirements, but the first priority is actually to go for the brand, the quality that
Okay,
we
and
know.
second?
Yeah, that we know, then we go on the price.
Second one is price.
Yeah, then the price.
Okay.
Then after the price, now if we cannot meet the price requirement, that's where we are now looking for other options that are there available.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So where do you see this unavailability of the product and credit terms?
Yeah, credit terms, yes, but it's very few shops that we can say we are getting things on credit.
Okay.
Right, yeah, but sometimes like the one that we actually we can get credit, it will be also selling ETG products.
Oh.
So yeah, so sometimes you look at the price and you say, okay, kind of started ETG right now it's going for $45, and this one is selling me for $40. How come the supplier, the genuine provider of the products is? So you see, I would rather say, let's wait until we get the money and go to ETG. And this, though they are saying it's ETG's product, but how come? So that's why we also apply due intelligence when you are buying these things. Otherwise, you move around saying, ETG products, they are fake, yet you have got them from, you've been duped. And people nowadays, they are just counterfeiting. They just take the package and they put something else. Sometimes it's 50 kg on the bag. They display 50 kgs, but they removed 2 gallons. It's now 42 kgs. And now you're attracted by the price that ETG is selling this for 45. This one is selling me for $40, but in actual sense, if lost 10 kgs or 5 kgs already has been removed. Yeah.
So when you need to buy inputs, how do you know you are getting the fair price? It is easy to compare the price from other shops.
Yeah, we do our comparison before we buy inputs. We call our top 3 suppliers that we know. We got A, B, C, and we ask the price for
Okay.
the certain product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any brand or product that you favor?
Yeah.
Which is it?
For example, when I'm dealing with fertilizers, like here in Manikaland, I use ETG, and
Okay.
we know that on many of my products here I use Kainotop
Okay.
2010. Yeah, so that's my personal favorite because I'll be seeing what at my disposal. Sometimes I really don't get what I need when I need that, so I try to get a product that gives me also kind of protection in case I miss on what I need. This product, I know that it covers me very well. Yeah. So then on seeds, I usually engage stack iris. All right. Then on cucurbits, like on butternuts,
Okay.
yeah, we do very well with Avanos. They've got what they call Water Plus. So we know if I'm doing butternuts, there are other hybrids that we've done, but we know with Water Plus, we get the best results, and the seed is not that pricey, and even the growth rate, like you've seen, we just love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does any product look and feel of the packaging impact your purchase?
Um, not to a great extent. Not to a great extent.
Okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes there are products like chemicals. Yeah, they can be, the supply may be having them in large containers. And then I'm getting, maybe it's wetter. Then they have to, to put in a small container. So it doesn't matter, it's not branded, or like, as long I know that this is the product that I want. Yeah, we don't usually, anything that doesn't have or add value to our fields, we don't really prioritize that.
So as per you is the result of the product.
Yeah, it's more of the result of course, when I'm approaching ATG, of course it's a big company, so I expect to see their products, they must be branded, but it's not, I don't look and say, this package is the most beautiful, so I want. No, it's not in the package, it's what's inside, the contents actually say, okay, what's the distribution of ingredients or the nutrients in this package. So I like this one.
That matters a lot.
Yeah, let me.
What happen when you need inputs urgently during your peak season?
Yeah, when we need agents, it's like now when we need urea, and you don't have urea, and they're telling us try maybe next week it will be in stock. So that's the crisis that we end up having as farmers, where we need the product, but the product, you may not find it readily available. Yeah. So, and that's the disadvantage of when we are buying only when we need something. Yeah. So sometimes we look at our float and we know that we encounter similar problems almost every season. So that's why we say, okay, do we have some float before we start having problems with urea? While it's still there, can we go and purchase so that we are stocked? At least we have something to use for the coming month. So that's what we do. But otherwise it becomes a disaster, because like 2 months ago you couldn't find any compound C and NAN in town. You could only find urea at ETG. So if you have your largest supplier and they are out of stock, you are doomed. Otherwise you'll be tending to the black market, where you risk.
Risk on the quality.
You risk, otherwise quality, and sometimes it's not the products actually, it's just they just package anything inside that cake, something which some of them they're actually poisonous to our plants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the delivery timeline you accept during critical season?
I would say a week to two.
A week to two, maximum.
Mm.
Is it because of the amount of rain it's coming on that particular time, or it is a season time when after that there is no point of having those products? How is it?
No, it's mainly because in farming, results are also tied to certain operations being done on certain times. Yeah, so when we need that fertilizer, and we come late, it's now of little effect because the plant itself is programmed to be undergoing a certain productive stage, which needs aiding with these nutrients or products. So when we miss that window, and in horticulture, 3 weeks, it's a long time. It's a long time.
Do you face any challenge in getting the right input at right time?
Yeah, we do. Sometimes we do. Sometimes it's just tied to the season. Like now, almost everybody who is into farming will be farming. So there is a rush on certain products, especially for grains. The compound DM, urea, and AM. So sometimes there is just a challenge which is created by the demand, where our suppliers will run out of stock, and maybe the next stock is being imported, it's in Beira, so that process, and you're out of stock. So we do face also those challenges. Some challenges are also tied to us as farmers, where we need this product right now, but you don't have the money right now to go and purchase that product.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are two factors. One is the product availability,
Yeah,
and the price, or maybe the money.
the money. Yeah, you wouldn't mind the price if you have the finances. You just grumble, but you'll be buying. But when you are completely, out of debt, you don't have any means. Yeah, you just miss. And then there are circumstances when we are having loads of cash, but the product is nowhere to be found.
What happens when you go to your usual shop and they don't have a specific product you need?
That's a disappointment. That's a disappointment, because usually when we engage certain brands, we develop an affection. Yeah, then sometimes even the location, like for instance, yours, ETG, is on its own. It's on the far end of the town, and it's just on its own. So when I'm making that trip, I know I'm just going for specifically this supplier and for this product. So it's so disappointing that you have now to change your program, maybe your daily schedule. You now have to go and try to figure out if this one is it, if this one is it. Yeah. So it's just
So do you approach another preferable supplier if the ETG is not having the product?
yeah, as a farmer, the crop itself doesn't you don't have to give reasons to the plant. When they need fertilizer, they just need fertilizer. When they need protection, they just need protection. So it's your duty now to say, okay, where can I get this? If this my supply doesn't have, where can I get? Sometimes you end up having that product even being bought from Harare, then being parceled on the bus and you collect it maybe by night, because you just know that I depend on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you manage your logistic of your agri input buying? You have used your own transport, or you hire, or your suppliers are delivering? How is it?
We use our own transport.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many kilometers you are comfortable to travel for your inputs? How far you are comfortable?
I would say a radius of 50 kilometers.
Within 50 kilometers,
Yeah.
if you're getting your preferable brand and required quality,
Yeah.
you can go.
You can go, yeah.
How do you pay for your agri inputs? Is it easy to get what you need it if you don't have cash on hand?
You can come again.
How do you pay for your
Input for
inputs?
the inputs.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we use cash. Our system nowadays is
Cash.
strictly cash.
Okay.
Strictly cash, yeah.
And if you don't have cash on hand,
Yeah, that's why you know if to say which supplier can give me on credit. But now
credit,
usually
yeah.
these people, they are now almost double charging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, on credit they are almost double.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they are very, very pricey, because you are out of options. You don't have an option.
okay.
Yeah.
But let's say any new supplier, if any urea bag is a 50 kg bag is $30, and for credit of
Maybe it's 42.
4 weeks or 5 weeks, if they will charge you $5 extra,
Yeah, maybe, or even 40.
you're okay.
Then it now depends with when do I think I can have the cash. Yeah, if it's in 3-4 days time, I will just say I will wait, and it's still within the window, my crops can still catch up. But if it's after 4 weeks, you have
Okay.
no option. It's now I will be willing to to add that additional $10 and still get your yield than to save on that $10 and lose on your yield. So it's now more cost benefit analysis that will be applying that. It's better I lose this money and gain this yield.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think apart from getting credit from suppliers, there are other players are in the market like microfinance or banks? Do they offer some loans or funding for the agriculture side?
Yeah, they do. They do. There are banks and those microfinance, but it's not really it's not really on something that the farmer himself benefits, especially the microfinance guys. They are very, their interest rates, they are very exorbitant. Yeah, so if it's the bank, yeah, big banks like CBZ and programs like Empower Banks. But now the challenge is when they roll out these financial packages, they are selective, and it's not every farmer who benefits from that.
Okay.
But assuming I was having a product in the field that was due for market, and my planning is okay, I'll sell this product and then buy inputs to fund for the next crop that are growing. Then this product, you know, is the market when the market is totally flooded and it doesn't really sell, and it's not now enough to cater for this crop. So if I need to go to the microfinance guys, the deal is really not. It's now they want to see the collateral and stuff, and their rates, they are very high.
Okay.
Yeah, so the banks, they would be preferable because their rates, they are low, but to access loans from the bank, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So you end up just sticking to a supplier who you'd rather prefer a supplier who's just giving you a product with an extra charge, and when you are now comfortable after making a source, and you go and you set off your balance. Yeah.
But do you receive any such credit facility from any of the this financing people or company or?
There's only one input supplier that we know of can get items on credit.
Okay. But apart from suppliers, have you ever experienced any of the financing experience from outsiders
No.
who finance your
No.
inputs?
No, we haven't.
And how is the experience of getting finance from or a credit from suppliers? Do they ask some documents or any other collaterals or anything, just like bank?
This one is because of the mutual trust, the relationship that we have with them. They know, like my bosses, they know them from personal level. And the other thing is, like, this person is really, is a big guy. So if they are coming and getting inputs maybe for 500, it's really not something that I'll say, bring documents, you need to write them, because of the stage of the people they are dealing with. Yeah, but when you are dealing with the microfinance guys, whether it's $20, you need documentation, they need collateral.
What type of credit terms is more useful for you or any other farmers in your location? Is it 2 weeks, 1 month, or 3 months equal installment? Because normally the crop time is 3 months, 3 to 4 months,
Yeah,
or maybe after harvest.
I would prefer quarterly, because if you are saying in 3 to 4 months, because of the cycles, our crops, they take almost around that time. Yeah, so if it's horticulture now, horticulture is more profitable, so I wouldn't fear getting inputs on credit from a supplier, because I know, despite the market being it can be flooded, but it cannot hinder me from getting money to pay back my inputs, because of the setup of the horticulture setup. Yeah, so that's what I would prefer. Mushe mureti. Okay, so I was just explaining that from a farmer's point of view, from a horticultural perspective, it's more viable, and I would prefer getting inputs on credit for quarterly installments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get insurance for your crop, or do you think people should take insurance for their crops?
No, here we don't have insurance, but I do think that people should take insurance.
It will benefit.
It will benefit. However, our insurance companies usually to insure a small portion of products, their charges are very high, which is actually something that deters farmers from insuring. They will tell you need to put 10,000, 8,000 upfront, yet the farmer is it's the same money is actually looking for. So yeah, but I would prefer if there was a flexible way of insuring, just like as we do for cars, where you just pay a certain amount per term, and yeah, that's good.
So, what mobile app you are using regularly? Is it WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta, TikTok, any money transfer app? What type of app you are using?
I use plenty of them, but for social media, I'm pretty much on almost every social media app. I use X, I use Facebook, I use Telegram, I use YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, but we also have farming apps. I do have also weather apps that I have to constantly check on our weather, especially for my particular area, and it guides me on how to perform certain operations.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, what type of farming app you are using? Which company and is it for?
yeah, I use Meteo Blue for
Okay.
weather. That one I use for weather. Then there is another application called Kurima. Yeah, it
Okay.
basically is almost the database for big players. Should they be Kanban suppliers, buyers, or regional? Then the local extension officers can't write. They do have. So if you just need to contact and ask for something within your region, you don't need to go elsewhere to look for their numbers. I can just look on that application, and I can also give assistance to fellow farmers who might be needing assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, so I use that. Then we also have the land measurement application, where I will be working, and it measures the areas size of my fields. I also use Plantix. It's an application that detects pests and diseases attacks on plants.
Is it?
Yeah.
So using quite good range of applications. So
Yeah.
you know how it will helpful digital
Yeah.
platform to the farming side, eh?
Yeah. It's technology. You have to embrace it. It's a game changer if you are able to interpret technology and incorporate it in your farming operations. Yeah, good.
Okay. How do you feel about ordering inputs through applications? If any supplier come up with the application where you can see their products, place your order, it will go to them. Then maybe you can pay also through that app,
Yeah.
just like Airtel Money or Eco Cash.
Yeah.
And then you can collect your product, or maybe they can deliver the product. How do you see this thing in future?
It will be good. It will be good because the challenge, like now, we are the opposite direction of the town. So if I need to get an input and have to wait for 8 a.m. here, we start working by 6 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. When we close up, maybe it's 4:30 in the afternoon. For me to travel from here until town, businesses were already closed by 5 p.m. So it's either I break off here early, or I come late here, so that I can do procurement for inputs. So having that option where you can, even by midnight, you wake up and you just do your shopping, and you can transfer the funds electronically. It will be good. It will be good as long the players, there's trust and the goods are being supplied in time. I think it will be good. It will improve productivity and efficiency, where I can look for certain products rather than having to spend 2 hours walking in town with the congestion and so forth. And I can just look over the phone and say, I need this, and you pay. Already I'll be in the field monitoring a crucial operation, but I'm also procuring something which is important. So it's not like when I'm here, I'm missing on another. So it will provide maximum coverage.
What type of medium do you usually use in your phone? Calls, text message, or WhatsApp
I use
for
calls.
communicating?
I use calls.
Calls.
Yeah, mainly when it's business, I use calls.
Have you ever received any product with quality issue and counterfeit, which I guess you already discussed that point?
Yeah.
What would makes you trust an app for such important purchase?
It's the brand. It's the
Okay.
brand.
Okay.
Yeah, because usually in app, if it's tied to a brand, if the brand itself, for example, if it's Sidco, they have their own application where you can also do that. Sidco, and we know Sidco, we work with them, we use their seed here, so I do not have a problem. And I know guys within the company, sales agronomist, and who, if I encounter any problems, I can just go and say, I did this using your app and I'm facing these problems. Yeah, so it will be easy. It's just like ETG. If it's here in Tarek, and simply come go, I did this using your application and I'm experiencing this. But if there is a different application provider and the products are coming from a different supplier and we don't know them, now that's where the issue is. If I don't receive my products, who do I get to call? Do I know them? Do I trust them? Do I have the time also for that? Yeah.
Okay. If you could get one farming question answered by Mugove, what was it?
It would be basically, yeah, usual answers. it's
Okay.
it's not if I could. We usually engage. Yeah, sometimes I notice certain developments, like in watermelon. Sometimes they are cracking, and sometimes you are wondering is if it's a condition being caused by a disease, or it's something that is a condition that needs addressing through chemical or nutrients. So you say, no, my guy, I'm experiencing this on my farm, and you'd ask, have you applied chemicals? What have you applied? Understanding the background, and then usually, then if it's a new chemical or something that I should try, then you say, have you tried this? I think you should try this. oh, I think your fertilizers are lacking this, can you try this? So yeah, we engage, and we usually it's helpful. And for him also, if I try a product, another farmer is coming with almost a similar problem to him, and he now has me as a point of reference and asks, did you try that? How will you result? So that he can safely recommend that to another farmer. So it's a good relationship that we actually do have. I do not only call for myself, for other people, and sometimes I just call people, go at ETG, ask for Mugobe, call me when you are there, and they call and just give this person ABC, and it's done.
Okay. What is the biggest worry you have for next season?
What the biggest what?
Biggest worry?
Oh, for next season?
Yeah.
It's always the market. The market is what worries me very much. If I'm receiving good rains, like right now we are receiving good rains. Yeah, so I know that definitely here we use borehole water, so I know that my boreholes are well equipped with water. I've got the source, and yeah, so the knowledge to and other resources to get my products to the market, I'm totally in control of. But I'm not in control of the market, so that's my worry. If after doing everything all right, yeah, will I succeed at the market? Yeah.
Is there any other service that you think should be provided to enhance your farming experience by any of your supplier?
Yeah, I think our suppliers should be taking time, like what we have done, engaging farmers, getting to know what their clients have to go through, where they are letting us down, where we think we need assistance, and from that perspective, because sometimes I come and in the shop it's a sales rep. I'm telling them my grievances. I think you should do this, but this person has no capacity to make any decisions like that. Yeah, and sometimes they are not even asked of their opinion, so they cannot say, farmers, our clients, they want this, so they will just say yes, we'll pass it forward, but because there is a gap in between the decision maker and the final user of the product. So if there is, if suppliers can set aside like this time where they can come and visit various farmers and take note of what they actually are going through, where they think you can improve, and that will be good. And also, yeah, if like if your agronomists, yes, and because it's not always when we blame a product and you say this product, but who is using the product? Are they in a position to diagnose a problem and say, this problem actually requires this product, yet you are applying the wrong solution? So having those kind of people where they come and visit and say, okay, this farm you are doing this, okay, fertilizers, you need this, you need this, you need this. You are having physical visits. If Mgowe is coming here and he's seeing, and we can discuss, I put this, he goes to the next farm, is different from when he's just receiving a phone call, because the person on the other end doesn't really, he can be actually good, he can be someone with credentials, say he's an agronomist, but not everyone is very good at what they are they are called professionals for. You can say this person can do better. So if they can have that assistance and post. Recently, I had a fellow farmer who I was used to consult. He was saying I had a horrible experience with ETG's compound C or kind of stuff. My tomatoes didn't grow. I bought so much tonnage and stuff, and he was very, very. He was adamant, and he was saying, "I'm sure it's this product." When I then changed the product, but if you want to actually research from a closer look, I know him. I know how they operate. I know that they don't like to look for faults within their organization, where they can say my manager was wrong, I was wrong. No, it's this supplier is the one who's wrong, this supplier is the one who's wrong, this one wronged us. They want to shift blame. So sometimes if we are dealing with that kind of a person who doesn't really want to self-introspect and say, I did wrong, this is wrong, I used the wrong measurement when I applied this, my watering is, I'm not applying the right water, so this crop cannot grow despite him having all the nutrients and protection in place. Yeah, so I think that's why you also need to make sure that you have guys who are actively involved, because as farmers we are in groups and various networking, so one can just have that experience which is entirely his fault, but when he's typing in a community group where there are more than 1,000 participants, it's now like I've encountered and mind you, is someone who's doing 80 hectares of tomatoes, is someone we consider a big farmer in terms of tomato farming, and he's saying your product didn't do well, you see, and she's exposing you on a platform where you are not even aware of what's going on. So I, a small farmer, was just trying to do 5,000 plants. I'm looking to him as an inspiration, and he's saying this product doesn't do well, and I'm following him where he goes. So now we end up losing suppliers due to people who just can't diagnose why there really is a problem. So I think even those people who can just come, because usually these big players, they want big yields, but they don't want to pay big when they are paying their labor. So they end up hiring incompetent people who are in charge of these products. So if you have, agronomists who just can come and say, okay, we have Mr. So-and-so, if I reached you to field, you've seen your managers doing well, however, you think you can also apply this and this. Yeah, we noted that there is a low application rate of this substance. Can you please do this? So if they insist of not applying and they don't get the result they intend, I think it's better than just saying these commons products are bad, and we end up blaming these you guys when you are not even responsible, just because we don't want to self-introspect and analyze where we got it wrong and pinpoint where the problem really is.
No, thank you so much, sir, for giving your time. Now we are concluding our interview with this note.
Okay.